Tonight we're going to be playing some Diablo 3. Just a tiny bit of change of pace from our normal Call of Duty team death matches. I wanted something a lot more chill and relax. And who the fuck doesn't love Diablo 3? Listen, if you haven't played it, I'm so sorry. It's very important that you do so because it's really fucking fun. It's just the best. I didn't get into Diablo until... Oh, okay, good to know. I didn't get into Diablo until 3. I played Diablo, the original, on PC when I was a kid. I should say when I was younger, and I got to the Butcher. The first, the third level, and I was like, what the fuck? It scared the shit out of me, and I just shut my computer down and was like, nope, never playing again. And I never finished it. So I was like, nope, too scary, can't play, and then so Diablo 2 came out, and I knew about it and heard how awesome and amazing it was and everything, but I was just like, no, if it was like the first game, scary AF, no thank you. So I never got around to it. And it just was always in the zeitgeist. I'd always heard about it. It was always something just there. So I never, I don't know, whatever. I just didn't. It was a PC game, and I'd always had console. Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, the original Xbox. I never had I got a 360, but I got it way late. PlayStation 3, now PlayStation 4. I never had a good PC. I grew up around PCs. I grew up around, Windows 95, 98, NT, 2000, Vista. I had all the fun shit. Had all the fun stuff. My dad was a computer engineer when I was growing up, so I was always around tech. But my PC games were Chex Quest and the Microsoft Pinball. I don't know. I never got around to playing PC games. It just wasn't a thing. So I missed out. I missed out on Doom. I missed out on this other stuff. So I don't know. Diablo was I'd always heard about it, and it was always a thing. And I had friends who played it on PC, and Diablo 2 is amazing. You should play. And I'm like, yeah, with zero intention to play. So then when Diablo 3 came out, I was like, okay, cool, I guess. And then it was on PlayStation 3. I was like, oh, fuck, hell yeah, I'll pick it up. Forgetting what the gameplay was like. I didn't even remember it. I played so long ago, the original Diablo, that I didn't remember I had no idea what it was like. So then, discovering that it was top down, it's basically Gauntlet, and I love Gauntlet Legends for the N64 and the Dark Legacy for the GameCube, and I played Gauntlet on the NES and in the arcades. I was like, holy shit, this is the fucking best. So I have since played through several hundred times. I have a bunch of level 50 characters or whatever on my old PlayStation 3 system, and then I kind of fell off of it for a long time, and then it wasn't until whatever Reaper of Souls, the mastered edition with the original game with Diablo 3 plus the expansion, all the stuff that came out again recently, that I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. So I've got some Glenfiddich 14 single barrel, single cask that I'm enjoying tonight, which is gonna be, it is delicious candy. And then I think I'm just gonna continue my game. I don't know about creating a new thing. I'm playing fucking a Roman god. I'm playing the Templar, the hero or whatever, the Templar, I think. Crusader, there we go, level 70 Crusader. So that's super fun. I probably should start over, but I don't care. I'm just having fun dicking around trying to get cool weapons and shit like that. So join me in a very simple romp of just killing monsters and shit. If you don't know, I like scotch. I'm a scotch man. Scotchy. And by a scotch man, I mean I've had many different scotches. I enjoy the wide variety of spectrum, low peaty, no peaty, to high peaty. So like Balvenie Doublewood, super delicious, the 17-year, the super delicious, it's very low on the peat scale, to the Lagavulin, like the 16-year, which is ultra high in the smoky peaty, Bruladig, Oban, oh god, I don't know, Glenfiddich, Glenmorangie, Macallan, yeah, all the good stuff. Even some blended whiskeys. I love Johnny Walker Black. And so yeah, if you're ever looking for recommendations, SG will help you. So that's what we're enjoying tonight. And yeah, anyway, what's new with you? What's going on? How's your night going?
Skis, I love.
Oh,
Johnny
that's
Walker
me.
Black.
I can hear myself on my own stream. So let's get going, yeah? Stay a while and listen. There's all these little things. So many little bits and pieces, and this game is huge because the developers just fucking just threw in stuff after stuff after stuff, and I'm sure that I'm missing probably like 70% of the game. Hold on, I need to turn down my headphones for just a minute. There we go.
Thank you for coming here. There are many bounties to undertake nearby.
Bounties. Gross. Oh yeah, this is what I'm doing now. Ooh, let's do all the stuff. The keep. Bastion's Keep Stronghold. The battlefields. The Cursed Glacier. Kill the Siegebreaker Assault Beast. Kill Haxor. Isn't that what we did in the 8th grade? We were total Haxors. Sorry, maybe not. Kill Sidea, Tower of the Curse level 1. Alright, and kill Asmodan. Sure, let's do all the shit. Let's just start on the bottom left and just make a circle up and around. I can get away with that. I always use the Enchantress. I don't know, I think she's dope. AF. Alright, what are my fucking skills? I don't have any idea anymore what my skills are. Wait, I need to change where I am. Give me another second. Okay, hold on one second. Broadcast settings, advanced settings, camera video settings, position, upper right. Here we go. Okay, I moved myself. There we are. Hey, follower, how you doing? What's going on? Okay. Yeah, I've got my chains. That's my cool shit. String of ears. Really? Ears? That's terrifying. Cam's rebuttal. Yeah. Hammer of Thor. There's my laser beams. Laser beams. I try not to pick anything up under anything less than yellow and gold. Penetrator of Death? Wow. The names are just glorious in this. Penetrator. You sure that's like isn't that something made by Bad Dragon? Zing! Oh, this is always fun. I'm also a little ADD in that I will explore every room, every time. Every map, always. There's just something so fun and calming about this game where you just... There we go. Where it's nice to just... I don't know. Kill shit. It's very low intensity and therefore extremely fun and calming and zen for me. This is totally a game that I love to play when I have a lot of work that I need to get done, and I need a mental break from it, but I don't want to engage too much with my brain because I need to dedicate that to creativity, if that makes any kind of sense. It's such a perfect game to, like, you don't have to focus. You set your skills and you forget it. There's no puzzles. There's no, utterly engaging or intense action that, you know, you have to. It's not Call of Duty where you have to, like, no, you've got to be on, you've got to be paying attention, because otherwise you're going to get your ass handed to you. This, no, man, it's fucking move and X, and you're good. There we go, call down the meteor. Just launched him. I've reached Paragon level 24. Oh yeah, I got those fun skills. That's why I'm still playing this game. Paragon. Shekel Bonfire, Glacial Tsunami, Blade of Death. I just love that this entire game is adjectives. There's a giant adjective generator to make up the weapons because there's no way around it. That has to be the reason why. Seriously, you could play this with one hand. Like, you could probably just get a keyboard and macros the shit out of this thing, and, like, it would be very fun. Misplaced pack. Oh no, who misplaced it? It's the riddle of the pack. Alright, let's find who we're talking about here. Some kind of big, giant tsunami blade. You know what? I wonder if she can use it. $1,600 damage, 1.4. Not even close. Not even close. I try to replace weapons that are. So here, let's drop that. Space is limited, man. Space is limited in this game. I'm sure there's like total ways to upgrade your space, but nah, I don't know. Again, I'm not a PC gamer, so like this game like has its roots and home on PC, and because of that, like PC players play this game wildly different than just fucking like regular douchey gamers like me, guy, all about the amstrats and stuff. So for me, I'm like wildly unoptimized. I'm sure there's people who play the Crusader class who got their shit absolutely, utterly on lockdown, and all the best weapons and all the things. They have the best weapons, the best kind of weapon, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. We're very chill about this. Relax about this whole thing. I'm listening to this book called The Dance of Anger by Harriet Lerner. It's a great book, and I actually, I can't recommend it enough to a lot of people. It's meant to be like for women and by women. Oh, that's a big boy. Look at him, he's a big boy. Well, I could be a big boy too. There we go. Oh, come on. Nothing good? What is this? Veiled crystals, huh? Ooh, I'm a shiny boy. I like going Gigantor like that. It's a lot of fun. And it's meant for, it's written by, she's like a PhD psychiatrist, and it's this whole book about like institutionalized and culturalized ideologies about why women have to control their anger in different ways, because an angry woman is absolutely and utterly demonized in our society. And while it is that way, I actually, it was recommended to me by another friend, and I have found great value in the book because, like, as a recovering nice guy myself, a lot of the ways that in the book, oh, here it goes, here's our boy, let's get a little swig. Oh my god, I didn't know he farted. get me? Be a big chumpy boy. Also, what's with nipple piercings with people? Why? In characters, I'm not a... We're doing okay. There I am, I'm all worried about that we're gonna get squished to death, but I don't think we've even done damage for once. To me? Oh, I didn't notice. He was like a centaur. What? That's weird. Sorry, that's all weird. Oh, there he goes. Glamour, Mortal Sentinel, more Defiance, and more Death's Breath. Yay. Somebody needs braces. I feel bad for him. Okay, let's see what we get. The Glamour. String of Ears. Let's see. 403 Strength. 9% life. 14% life. 341 armor. Poison resistant. Reduces melee by 30%. Oof. Yeah, it ignores the durability loss. Yeah, no. Sorry, String of Ears is still better by far. Mortal Sentinel, I think we can get rid of you. 949, oh no. 664 armor. 4,000 life per second. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, buddy. The War Defiance, yeah, sorry, buddy. No, thank you. Alright. I guess I should probably get the meat all checked out here. This is kinda gross.
The human prisoners are panicking now. Oh, they must have noticed that fresh meat only comes after one of their number is dragged away, screaming.
Gone.
This will not
I'm returning to
hold.
town. Yes, yes indeed I am.
Slaughter the ones who starve themselves and feed them.
Alright. Yay, we got Gom. Okay, let's kill Aloysius. Aloysius? Aloy? Aloy? Oh, Aloy! Speaking of, I love Horizon Zero Dawn. Shit, maybe I'll finish the game. Maybe I'll finish the game on here. This is an excuse to play games. And just, like, go through my catalog of games.
Those ones are fully stuffed.
Kill enemies that keep level death. 125 enemies. Alright, can work with that. Probably should have just gone on the keep levels and like gone straight down, but whatever. I love the Crusader more than anything because I feel like a fucking Avenger. I have my like Captain America style shield throw. That was fast, I guess. I should still kill 125 fuckaroos. With Harriet Lerner's book, she said something, I started again, I've read through it before, and I love listening to it on Audible, and I get a little bit more every time I kind of read it. So she said something today that was really kind of profound. And I think it's something that I think a lot of people need to hear, especially men. So I belong to this Order of Man group on Facebook. I'm not a big fan of it, really, per se. There's a lot around the group that I don't necessarily care for. There's a lot of toxic masculinity that I openly try to combat by, encouraging them to be vulnerable and one with their emotions, less trying to constantly, like, beat them down into submission and act like their emotions are feminine and therefore somehow making them weaker, and it's unfortunately very frustrating. And so the point about what Harriet says about anger is that you can no more control your response of anger than you can control your thirst. Like, because anger is an emotion, anger happens. Like, thirst happens. It's what we do with our responses to that anger, to that thirst, that is the thing that makes or breaks us. And I thought that's really pretty interesting, because I think that a lot of men, we like to look at our anger as something that can be beaten down into submission, something that you can just utterly like, oh, I can control this. I can, and you can't really control your anger. You can control how you respond to your anger. You can control what you choose to do with your anger. Anger is a signal. Emotions are signals more than anything. Just like thirst is a signal. Because you could have just had a glass of water and still, ooh, chest armor. Let's look at it. You could have just had a glass of water and suddenly you're thirsty. And choosing to get angry, to say like, well, I can't believe this is such an inopportune time to be thirsty. I don't want to be thirsty. I just had a glass of water. It doesn't change the fact that you're thirsty. So with anger, when anger arises, instead of questioning where the anger is coming from, like questioning where it's coming from instead of understanding where it's coming from, right? Like if you try to understand why you're thirsty, you're like, oh, I'm thirsty because I haven't had water all day. That's totally a thing. Oh, I love getting frozen in place. That's fun. If you're wondering where, and you're asking yourself the questions around trying to figure out where your anger, like where your quote thirst or anger is coming from, that's totally reasonable. But if you're questioning like, why am I getting thirsty? I have no reason to be getting thirsty. That doesn't do anything. It's not going to change the fact that you're still going to be thirsty. Now you're now denying yourself the ability to quench your thirst because you're questioning why you're thirsty in general, instead of just responding to, okay, I'm thirsty, what do I do about it? Same kind of a concept with your anger. You can say, why am I getting angry? You can have all the internal discussion and shame yourself and guilt yourself into somehow getting rid of your anger, instead of the more active path of looking at your anger and going, okay, where's that anger coming from? Now, what should I choose to do with your anger? Because you can't control your anger any more than you can control your thirst. You can, however, choose to react to that. And I think it's a very powerful statement, because I feel like what men are culturally conditioned to do, Western American men specifically, we're conditioned to handle our anger by burying it and letting it out in only very specific ways. Competition and what's the word? I should say, like, acceptable violent situations, like taking a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu class or something like that. Oh, I got the bounty. Oh, I'm a bounty hunter. Fucking love Cowboy Bebop. If I could have Cowboy Bebop running on in the background and not get sued for like some kind of weird copyright nonsense, yeah, you fucking bet I would. So, we're culturally conditioned to keep our anger in check at every moment, as if it is like a raging bull, and we need to make sure that it never gets out, or it is only expressed in like self-defense or other whatever weird right ways. So, but with that, because that in and of itself is a misguided attempt at understanding, instead of choosing to understand anger, we're choosing to just actually downplay it consistently and not look at the causes of anger, just containing it. We don't do any work into utilizing it. Anger isn't even a tool per se. It is just this Hulk-style superpower that we are only to let out at very specific times and otherwise not. Like, that's it. Don't talk about it. Don't acknowledge it. Don't do anything else with it. Let's take a look. Cinder Coat. Ooh. 16 fire damage. 468 strength. 92%. 92 resist all elements. That's a bummer. 7% ranged. Damn. Sorry. Materials might still much better. 372. The vitality. Plus the... I'm also a slut for anything that goes experience. I am hard pressed to change anything out that gives me extra experience because this motherfucker likes to level up and likes to level up quick. Those guys are dead. Let's go back to town. I need to go back. Yes. Yes, we do. Alright. Let's see what else. Okay, those guys are good. Let's go to the battlefields, and then bridge, and then Rekis. We can do that. Okay. Clear the battlefield stores. Level 2. Let's go, let's go. Hello. Thank you. There we are. I love the world of Diablo 3. I just love everything about it. I love the... like, over there in the up in the left hand of the map. Look at how just nice that looks. There's just all the those pieces and things, like... You can tell the world is... like, there is much to this world, and we're just experiencing a part of it. I just think it's so well done. Blood Clan Warrior. It's the Goat Man. So I just explore via the edges, really, and then, like, check in the middle. That's how I always end up doing things. I'm very much like a map completionist in this game, so I will always, like, ooh, I will go here before I ever go look in the middle. It gets me in trouble a lot. I'm doing a bunch of stupid nonsense that I'm like, I should just go right to my task, and then I don't. And what really I enjoy more than anything about her book is that it's not a theoretical tome. It's not something that you're just like, she just talks a lot about the theory of things, and she even says it right, kind of like right in the very beginning of the book, that she's only going to include stuff that will actually encourage, that is actual steps to change that you can directly take advantage of. So, the examples that she talks about between, and she focuses her book really on, like, relationship dynamics between men and women, and the part I'm at of the book specifically is she's talking about very much there's a underfunctioning and overfunctioning part of the relationship. It's like a seesaw where in relationships initially people find themselves at equals, and then over time they begin to define their own roles through really oftentimes it's the path of least resistance. Internally, people have their own ways of, hey, Paragon level 25. People have their own kind of way of doing things, and with our own specific, really, traumas and habits, that we find ways to either overfunction or underfunction in relationships specifically. And so, how we find those in our relationships, and then how we
you think we're all just waiting around for you to save us here?
Begin to swing that seesaw back and forth, or widen the gap in that seesaw.
Please save us.
So if we're someone who underfunctions in a relationship, we'll find a way to overfunction over time and encourage those same kind of pattern behaviors that keep us trapped in really just unhappy ways. There's a demon of frozen horrors. I like that he has like a centipede arm. Centipede.
Your bravery is an inspiration.
Ooh, triage. I liked that. So I remember the first. I remember Diablo 3 when it originally came out on PlayStation. There was so few like events and things, and I love that they were like, "Oh, you guys want more of that? Okay, we'll give you more." And they absolutely like. There's all kinds of like. Not quick time events, but there's all kinds of like little challenges and little things, and people with question mark, like the exclamation points that pop up over, like they happen so much more often, consistently, that I'm like, yeah, dude, this is great. The way to get items and things. I felt like the first time I played, I remember getting to like get to level 50, and I had maybe one piece of legendary equipment. They were hard to come by. And this? No way, man. You get it often enough. Ooh, I got him. Did I get him? Maybe not. I don't feel like I got him. Here it is. More chests. Hey, I love these colorful channels. Dudes in them. Usually here, like, houses and other places. Okay. Battlefield Stores, level 2. It's right there. Oh yeah, here it is, down here. There we go. That's what I wanted. Whoa, that's a big anvil. Look at that size of me. Holy shit. Pretty intense. Yes. Experience. Give me experience. Give me your experience. All of it.
I enjoyed that.
Kills, crushing. That's the immortal. I like that his name is Torment. His name is also an adjective. 2.5 times experience bonus. Okay, I can work with that. Let's look at how many fucking guys are. I think I'm playing on just regular hard. I want to play on like fucking Master 5 or Torment or whatever. Get all the fucking experience, but I also don't want to die every 2 seconds. I wonder if I should have gone that way. I probably should have gone that way, but whatever. We're gonna just explore this whole map and have fun with it. I'm here for the next little while. Hour or so. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish all of the stuff level 3 tonight or whatever, or all the stuff on campaign 3. I forget how this one works when you're just doing the like bounty or whatever. I think you have to like go in one go and do all of them together in one go, like all the acts and all the things in one, otherwise they reset. And if they do, who cares? Endlessly play. Good with that.
Like chaff before the wind.
Their tummy things. This is the thing as nice guys, to withhold our anger. Because I think as a nice guy, we learned when we were younger that to get angry wasn't something we were necessarily allowed to do. Because, you know, oftentimes as a nice guy, you know, as someone who learned often that my needs wouldn't get met and I had to kind of like change who I was and people please and do things, anticipate the needs of other people in order to get my own needs met in a very covert contract kind of way. Anger doesn't work when you're a nice guy because you've got to be liked. You've got to be the center of attention. You've got to be, maybe not even necessarily the center of attention, but you have to be likable. You have to get people to want to be around you and trust you and do things, because in order to win affection and really, like, really as a nice guy, get the validation that you're seeking of, you can't be angry. And so oftentimes when I was, you know, originally kind of like a nice guy, my anger was something that I didn't understand. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't feel that my anger was a signal that I'm like, hey, this is unfair and my needs aren't getting met, and you know, inner me is crying out, hey, I don't like the fucking way I'm being treated, because I was so used to settling for even, you know, table scraps of attention from people, that to get angry that someone wasn't, you know, loving for me or caring for me, it was blaming them, and to blame them meant that I had to not, like, I had to challenge the scripts in my mind that were, you know, oh hey, you are deserving of love and you are this. And so it was sadly a really delicate self down and lie to myself about how I was feeling and who I was and what I was going on, because I had to reaffirm the childhood scripts of, nope, you are worthless, you aren't worth love, and the only way that someone would ever choose to love you is because you did things for them and you got them what they wanted or what they desired or blah blah, like all these other things. So anytime I felt anger as a kid, I didn't know what to do with that anger, because it didn't align with the idea that other people could give me what I needed, and in order to get what I needed from other people, I had to accept whatever they chose to give me. And if it wasn't, quote, up to my standards, it clearly wasn't their fault. It was either my fault for expecting too much, and I should be happy with what they're giving me, or I didn't do it good enough. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't deserving enough. I didn't listen to them enough. I didn't anticipate enough. I wasn't smart enough or good enough. So anger is super tricky as a nice guy because it doesn't fit into the equation. And more often than not, you just take anger out on yourself. You end up punishing yourself and making yourself feel miserable. And oftentimes that anger for me was so great and manifested in self-harm. It manifested in emotional self-harm, which I think is much more common in men than physical self-harm. But for me, it was also emotional self-harm and physical self-harm of like, I am so at a loss for what to do, because I'm doing my best trying to give these people, you know, I mean, heavily emotionally invested in people who didn't give a shit about me at all. Basing my entire happiness off of, you know, minuscule interactions, and reading heavily into every little facet of body language, anticipating and you know, oh, this is what they mean by that. Oh, they're clearly angry and mad at me because I saw them bit their lip or do these things, and I'm like, that all comes from, unfortunately, that comes from emotional abuse as a child. But I couldn't see it. I look at any of that, because in order to look at that, I had to hold my parents accountable for the way they treated me, and so rarely we do that. It's not a common experience, I think, to look at another human being and to ask them, hey, how was your childhood? Mine was kind of like this, and to have someone go, oh, that's not normal, which happens in therapy, but then again, there's so much culturally against men going to therapy, and really, that's, again, kind of our doing, our fault. Yeah, I'm going to straight up blame the patriarchy, but the patriarchy is of our own creation. We have built this thing in place. We built our own golden handcuffs of like, yeah, sure, we're men and we're in charge all the time. But then we set the rules about what we deem wrong, and we demonize emotions, calling them feminine, which really at the end of the day, we're just demonizing feminine anything. We're demonizing women, we're demonizing gay men, we're demonizing really anybody who doesn't look and think and feel and act the way we do. But when we're so abhorrent to parts of our human being, when we're abhorrent to emotions and things, what even kind of life are we living? We're living this very surface level existence where we acknowledge only parts of ourselves and deny so much other. And in Mark Manson's book, Everything is Fucked, a book about hope, he talks about the meaning of life, and I think he's probably the closest person to get to it, I believe. And his view of what the meaning of life is I personally believe the closest thing we're going to get to the actual true meaning of life, aside from a creator coming down and being like, hey, this is it, this is the thing. And the meaning of life is the ability to find meaning in life. We exist as the only, as far as we understand, the only creature on the planet with the ability to ask those existential questions about who we are, why we exist, what we're here, and can choose to discern our own experiences and our own meaning in and because of that, why then we would choose to deny huge parts of who we are because of a construct that we decide on is the strongest, or because it's based in, eons of tradition, etc., etc. I don't know. I don't see. There's a lot about, quote, the patriarchy that I think, like, it is flimsy at best. It doesn't hold up to so many things, and you live a half life when you don't allow yourself to experience emotions, because emotions are, perceived as wrong or a failure or some kind of weakness or something. So I think I forget even kind of really where I'm going with that, but I think as a nice guy, it's more than anything extremely difficult to place our anger, because we're, as nice guys, oftentimes we don't have strong, healthy male role models to show us what to do with our own emotions. Oftentimes we're raised in situations where like the women and feminine influences raising us are overcompensating and oftentimes demonizing the things that they don't like in masculinity, for fear that we will turn into them, and because we're children, we don't have the wherewithal to ask the question of, like, hey, why are you teaching me in this way? Because it feels like you're teaching me that, I need to be sensitive and, to a woman's needs or blah, 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 because someone wasn't sensitive to your needs. And while it's important to acknowledge other human beings' needs and listen to them and validate them, it's not acceptable to de-self as Harriet Lerner talks about, it's not healthy in trying to please another person and in giving to someone else's desires into like stepping over your own boundaries in an attempt to gain acceptance and validation and love in any kind of relationship. And nice guys, I think, do that. They utterly bury the parts of themselves that they don't think they're the people that they want love and acceptance from. They bury the parts of themselves that they think that those people would not like. And so, for example, it's like, you want to date this girl and you think, oh, she doesn't like, she doesn't like masculine men. So I may love cars or whatever, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna talk about cars. I'm not gonna like cars. Or in fact, I may actively, act like I dislike car culture and things because I want to impress this woman and I want to show her that, oh yeah, no, I'm in tune to your wants and your needs, and therefore I can be the person that will give you what you want and what you need. I'm so in tune to you that I don't even have to ask you what you want or what you need. I just know, and there will come a point when me just knowing will eventually satisfy you to the point where you'll go, oh my god, I'm so happy. How about, I give you what you want? And unfortunately, that is that's a covert contract at its absolute finest. That is, I will do this for you without talking to you, and in return, you will do this for me. And when you don't do this for me, I won't talk to you about it. I will just begin to resent you. And it's sadly a thing that I think a lot of nice guys get into. And I mean, you can recognize a nice guy kind of anywhere with that behavior. That behavior of, I'm going to compliment you because you're going to then feel validated, and when you feel validated, you'll turn around and go, thank you for validating me. What do you need? I want to give back to you. Because at the end of the day, unfortunately, nice guys don't know how to get their needs met, so they have to selfishly appear like giving and wonderful and caring and attentive and fatherly and whatever other happy adjective that they need to in order to get their needs met, because they don't get them met on a consistent basis. They're unhappy most of the time, and they lack the skill set to get basic validation needs met in relationships. So they've learned through childhood paradigms, in the incorrect way that they must be deceptive about it. So really, unfortunately, a lot of times those happy compliments and things aren't said with no motivation or no ulterior motive. They're a trap. It's I'm going to compliment you, and you should feel complimented, and because you should feel complimented, and that validates you because society has shown me, or I have been shown while I was growing up, not even blaming society, that I was shown that I was growing up, that when I anticipated what you wanted and gave that to you, you then, it's like a kind of like a Pavlovian response where, okay, well, I'll compliment you, you'll feel good, and then you'll want to return that to me because A equals B and B equals A. If I do this for you, you'll do this for me. And it's an unwritten rule of the nice guy code to do that. To not ask, it's to anticipate. Because if we anticipate, we feel like, winners. Because whoever raised us as child, unfortunately, didn't have good communication skills and expressed that. Oftentimes, as children, we were constantly in the dark about what would get us love and acceptance and and attention and need and our needs met from our primary caregivers. Hey, there we go. We defeated the bounty. We'll go back to the battlefields. we had to constantly anticipate. We had to constantly shift strategies and everything. We got really good at that, but that's extremely unhealthy because you should never have to be guessing what someone wants or needs. You should be able to have the ability to have an open conversation with your partner in life about what they want and what they need so that you can meet those needs and you can say, hey, I want to have a healthy relationship of I talk to you, you talk to me, you bring your problems to me, I bring my problems to you, and we're able to work together and be stronger together because we're greater than the sum of our parts. And when something arises between the two of us, we can effectively communicate because we have learned those skills. But nice guys don't know how to do that. And so often anger is this just fog in between every interaction of a nice guy. Everything they do is shrouded in covert contracts and mystery about, well, if I do this for you, then I'll make you feel better, or blah, blah, blah. We should go to the bridge, right? Yeah. If I do this for you, then you'll feel better, and if you know, and once you'll feel better, then you'll be satisfied, and you'll be able to turn around and go, oh my God, you're so wonderful and amazing. What can I do for you now? Because really, we're dying to have our needs met. We just don't. And we don't feel like anyone will meet them because asking for them is weak, or asking for them will get us the shame of saying no, unfortunately. And I think that's another thing. Nice guys don't like no at all. Because it's not that no angers them, it's that no makes them feel miserable. Enter the ice ball cave and cleanse the tainted chest. Thanks, Lark Fowl. It's not that nice guys can't hear no because they're entitled fucking assholes. It's that they were clearly told no as a child in a way that caused them not permanent damage, but a crippled perspective on getting their needs met. That when they needed it the most, their primary caregiver wasn't there for them, and they learned that their needs weren't important. And when a child experiences trauma and abuse, emotional or negligence or anything and stuff like that, they never stop loving their abuser, they stop loving themselves. So they, instead of looking at their primary caregiver and going like, hey, you miserably failed me, there's nothing wrong with me for wanting my needs, and if there's everything wrong with you for not agreeing to take care of me in my most private moments as a child, the child just goes, oh, clearly I wasn't worth it, and they stop loving themselves. And so when you get that childhood paradigm that follows you into adulthood, unfortunately, hearing no is a repeat of that, and that no is extremely painful. So a nice guy will do everything he can to avoid that no.
Look out! They've encircled
Including, like, I'm sure you guys have seen those just cringe-worthy text messages, like where the dude will be like, hello, milady, and then, you know, she doesn't respond, whatever, and then like 5 seconds later, bitch, you know, talk to me, and he'll immediately start degrading the women. That is nice guy rationalizing, because it's a covert contract of, I will grace you with love and kindness. Like, I'm ready to shower you with love and kindness because you're a woman, and I have been told by women in my life that that's what all women need. So clearly you have to be that way because I can't challenge my abusers. So I absolutely accept that all women are in need, and so I'm going to text you out of the blue because I think you're amusing and I think you're cute and I want you to meet my needs, but God help me for asking that. No, I have to say that. So I'm going to approach you with a compliment, because in movies and television media, I'm shown that that's clearly what wins women over, forgoing the fact that all those media are not written by women, they're written by men, and so therefore they don't reflect reality. But I can't question that, because I don't question a lot of things. So this nice guy then has all these like thoughts about how to write her and this and that. So when she doesn't respond, when the woman kind of sees through that, or really at the end of the day doesn't want to be fucking treated like an object and isn't, immediately going to respond with, oh, thank you for noticing the size of my breasts, or whatever you're choosing to compliment that you think is non-obvious and original and unique, because so many nice guys do that. They'll compliment a like, oh, you have wonderful and you have wonderful toes, but they don't think about how that sounds. They're just concerned with not being like, quote, every other man, and they don't think about how creepy that comes across. So the woman chooses not to respond, and in order to avert himself from the no and continue reaffirming the negative childhood script, has to then demonize that woman, because at first she was on a pedestal, right? She is a goddess that he's worshiping, but then unfortunately when God doesn't answer his prayers, instead of often doubling down on worship, which that's actually what stalkerism is, those guys view women on a pedestal, and when that woman doesn't respond to them, they take it as they're not praying hard enough, so they choose to double down on their insanity. If they don't double down on it and become more ardent followers, they then take the woman off the pedestal and throw her in the gutter. Because at the end of the day, she's not a woman, she's not a person, she's just a vehicle to get their own needs met. And it's sad, because most nice guys don't have relationships with anyone or anything, because they have such a skewed vision of the world and such a skewed vision of how relationships function due to childhood, just really negligence. They don't approach anything with the adult mindset of, I choose to enter this relationship for the sake of the relationship, not for what it will give or get me or gain from me. It's because I want to get to know this person. As a child, you don't understand the consequences of the things you're doing, and you depend on your parents to tell you what you need, what you should and what you shouldn't do. Like, hey, don't touch the stove because you'll burn yourself. And oftentimes you learn those things, and then as a teenager, you start to rationalize a little bit more. But really, as a teenager, everything is a give and a take. Okay, I'll do my homework because I'll get good grades. And then as an adult, you realize that you grow out of the transactional phase of life, and you recognize the merit of everything, and why you would choose to be a good person, or why you would choose to, the measure of a character, right, is what you do when nobody's watching. So if that adage of like, oh, you found a wallet with $1,000 on it on the street, what do? Do you take the $1,000? Do you leave it? Do you go to the train? Like, do you go to the police station and return it? Blah blah blah. All those things. There's levels of responses. The childhood response is, I take the money because I found it and it's mine. The teenage response is, well, I should go back and give it to the police station, because that person lost their money or something like that, or because if they come back for the money and they find that I have it, I'll get in trouble. And the adult response is that I should go back, I should give the money to give the wallet to the police because it's just a good thing to do. Because if I had lost my wallet, I would want somebody else to do that. which is a little transactional, but it's more of a morality question of like, I am going to do this thing not for what I will gain from it, but for the sheer fact that it's a value that I hold in place, and that's what I would choose to do. So, nice guys are often stuck in transactional mentalities. They're not necessarily their childhood paradigms that have morphed into teenage transaction mentalities where everything is a give and a take. Every relationship they have, it's not a relationship, it is a means to an end, and people are a means to their ends, unfortunately. And oftentimes, sadly, they don't even know what that end is. They don't know what happiness is because they've never been able to define that for themselves. It's always been defined by the lack of...
I require this cannot be opened yet.
Can I do it?
It won't open.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, I definitely didn't do the other one. I would have gotten both. I love my little fucking spaceship who gets my... Did I get anything good? Scale Thunder? I don't feel like I got anything good. Thorns damage? I don't know what Thorns damage does. See, I don't know how to play this game. I don't know Thorns damage. It's nonsense.
I'm returning. Not yet.
Hold on. Okay. Where's the... Oh, there's the map. There we go, the bounty, and then we'll go to the Rockies. Yeah, the Rockies Crossing. Let's go there. Let's get a little more scotch while we're at it. It is the last Enter the Edge of the Abyss and kill the Siegebreaker Assault Beast. It is the last of the bottle of scotch. And I've got a Macallan 12 at my barbershop.
Before the wind.
That I'm gonna get tomorrow. I definitely want to have a little bit of I like this. So this is a Glenfiddich 14 Sinner cask. It's a little honey sweet, but it has a very, like, mellow hickory flavor. There's a mild burn, a little bit of smoke, so on a scale of 1 to 10 with peatiness, it's probably like a 4. It's very light, and it's a better Glenfiddich than I've had. It's good over ice. It's good on the rocks. Which I know is a mortal sin to a lot of folks that drink scotch. You know, you do really like a straw of water to open up the flavor palette, the flavor profile really. It's been sitting in the bottle for a long time. But this is good, kind of cold.
I feel a bit crispy around the edges, but I'm fine now.
It feels a little bit crispy around the edges. Oh my god. What the fuck? What even is that? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Who's this guy?
You were far from your troops, Captain.
Oh no.
All of my lads are dead. And I mean to see these bastards suffer for what they've done. Are you with me?
Nice, I'm with
Here
this.
they are! Charge!
Yeah, dude, look at this. Little events everywhere. I love it.
Well, the ones in the skies have finally graced us with their presence. Cut them down! Those worms have come up from behind. bloody adorable! They're trying to ambush us!
This is so fun. I kind of wish I had friends.
That's the last of those shrieking little devils! Kill them all!
Wish I had some friends joining in on this. So hey, next time you guys subscribe and let's play together sometime, I would love that.
Well, they're all dead and we're not. I'd call that a win, eh? I'll hold this bridge. Go on. You have a demon lord's head to put on a pike.
Be careful, Captain.
Blaze of Glory. 3.2 million XP. Good God. The numbers get outrageous at a point in time. These fight games really make sense. Double bridge. So fun. To the edge.
I enjoyed that.
I like the chains. The ability to like hit 3 or 4 dudes and string together several attacks. Like, especially when dudes are far away. Like, by the time you've killed one, you've killed half the pack. It's pretty exceptional. The other class, I initially, my still probably all-time favorite class is the monk. I always play monks. Anytime, any game I can get, I play monks. I adore them. Oh, it's one of the blood dudes. Come on, where is he?
My wrath is low.
There we go. I don't know how that works. Maybe it's like the one weird lady and you randomly get stuff, but I feel like I get shit every time I like gamble with those shards. I don't know what the trick is to like get good weapons, but I fucking don't know it. Amstrats, all about the Amstrats. Level up at some point.
Help me!
I'm gonna help that guy.
Is this my blood? I can't breathe.
Listen, I've got like 30 fucking health potions.
I feel terrible.
I can't help it, bro. Boo. Boo. Shambo, Nomad Land. Thunderstorm, Nightmarish, Juggernaut, Frozen Pole. Ooh, big for that. Boo. Sentinel's Palisade, huh? Let's see what that's about. Oh, not gonna be as good as mine. Because I got that Marquise gem in there. 12 life, 10% chance to block. Nah. Nah. I'm such a beefy boy. I'm such a beefy boy. I transform. Fuck, that's so funny. That was a bit of a rant. That's okay. That's why I come to this town. Come hang out with the boy. We're here to open a lot of stuff. We're a little vulnerable and we're shame each other for what we're going through. We're here to help and enlighten and encourage. Have real connections, not just fucking bullshit. I am anti-toxic masculinity and toxic positivity and all manner of other things that have us trapped for the ways of tradition, the way we're supposed to do things, the way we're perceived, or many of the scripts that we have all grown up with of like, this is the way it's done, when in reality it's utterly, utterly unhealthy. So, no, I am for tearing down institutions of the past that do nothing except keep us miserable. Take a nice rest. It's the fear nonsense that pisses me off. I'll run away for 5 seconds, like, hey, quit it. Thaumaturgy flow, huh? Yeah. Okay, into the edge of the abyss. Kills the Soothbreaker beast. This boy. Meteor did a lot of damage. Terrible breath.
For the ages.
Oh, that is a lot of gems. Marquise. Ooh, an Imperial Ruby? Let's take a look. Oh yeah, 2, 4, 1.4 million gold. I can work with that. I like that a lot. My favorite is combining gems. I fucking love combining gems. That's my like.
Out of room.
Really? I don't have any other shit. Sure, I've got something I can get rid of. There we go. Okay, pretty sure down on the map, act. That's good. So let's go back to the stronghold.
I need to go back.
Let's get rid of all the shit that we've got. Turn it into consumables with Hadrig. There we go. Salvage all. Yeah, we'll select you too. Sorry. We'll repair everything for fun. We've maxed him out, which is great. Nice. Let's move from that one. And we'll socket this boy into Cam's rebuttal, I think. Yeah. Plus 220 damage. We can work with that. Resist. Yeah. So let's remove you. Wow. Don't I have more than that? 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 0 of 3. Holy shit. 37 of that, whatever that stuff is. Death's Breath or something like that. Wow. Flawless Royal Diamond Tier 10? Shit. Oh yeah, just the Marquise. Never mind. That's probably good enough. I think it was what I had in there. Okay, okay, I can work with that. I wonder how much fucking gold that cost me. Oh shit. A lot of fucking gold, didn't it? Fuck. Let's see. 234 out of 500. Oh yeah, here's weird Bloodstone Lady, right? Kadala.
Are you ready?
Mystery two-handed weapon, mystery gloves, mystery shoulders, mystery chest armor. Let's do mystery boots. Nope.
What a steal.
Lame shit. Lame shit.
See you soon.
Bummer. No, let's fucking get rid of all these stuff. I never have good luck with these lady. I don't know what the deal is or whatever. Thank you. Ah, salvage you guys. What a waste. Boo. Yeah, and then what is Kanai's cube? Reforge a legendary. Upgrade a rare item. Resulting item cannot be ancient. Remove. Convert a gem. Whoa, 3 flawless royal amethysts. Whoa. Augment an ancient item? Wowzers. Sure. Wait, don't I have a puzzle ring? Nope. I don't even know what I'm doing. The portal to the vault has been opened? What did I get? Whoa. I don't know what this is. Oh shit, maybe there's gold everywhere. Anything Ponzi? Horrible. That's cool, I guess. I love how these things, these like weird light sphere shit. Oh, dude, it's a boyo. He's totally fucking trapped. This thing. Imperial diamond? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is cool. Vault door. Alright. Oh, and there's the... No, don't go, don't go.
Not enough wrath.
There we go, stuck. Dude. That was awesome. What is this place? This is awesome. seriously, what the fuck is this place? This is amazing. I'm just loving all the fucking gold everywhere. What have I got now? Hey, back up to 3 million. Because it went down to 900,000 with like 3 fucking like gem transactions. Jesus, Shen. Charge much, maybe? I hope there's like a fucking like super gold boss at the end. That would be awesome. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the level in Dante's Inferno. The greed level with the spinny dudes. That was... I love that game. And that is a game I wish I could stream. They have that for PlayStation 4? I don't think they do. I like the shit out of the game. It felt like God of War, and I'm all about that fucking nonsense. Oh, nice. Okay, the music? What is this? This is amazing. I don't know who the fuck that is, and I'm adoring it. This is amazing. Whatever the fuck is about to happen is amazing. Here we go. Ready? Yeah? And let's talk to him. Oh, look at those man titties. Gross. Oh, it's a lady too, Baroness. I'm loving the fucking carnival music with this. Whatever is happening, I am 10,000% behind. She makes chests appear. This is too good. The ring climb. It's so creepy. Oh, bummer. I missed out on whatever that was. Oh my god, look at the size of that fucking treasure chest. Holy shit! What? Oh my god, it's green. What even is it? This is insane. This is so... Oh no. Hey, Tarkong24, what's up? Thanks for the follow. I appreciate the shit out of it. Hopefully you'll join me in the stream sometime. I die if the vault closes, or will it just kick me out? And it just kicks me out. Okay, we can work with that. Can I talk to what's his face? Wowzers. That was awesome.
They never listen.
Oh, we do?
The small minds that surround me ignore my greatness, and then kill me. First the Horadrim, those plodding fools.
Okay, not gonna lie.
The Nephilim.
Zoltan
Imagine if
is
listened.
very sad. He's a sad boy. Baleful Remnant. Okay, 3,483, 3,540. 23,000 life per hit. Plus 6% attack speed? Whoa. Oh, enemies killed while accurate champion is active? Oof. I actually think this is the one. Yeah, I think that's my new weapon.
Angels and demons.
Oh
for
my god.
servants.
Can we stop?
We be riding.
Can we stop with the talking? Can we stop with the sad boy?
Perhaps
He's
I'm
the
being
saddest of
kind.
sad boys.
It's not that
Okay,
their
so let's
minds
remove
are
you.
so small.
Let's
It's just their
combine.
minds so
Oh, that's it.
large.
That's all I got, I guess. So let's socket this dude into Baleful again. And then we're gonna go to Boon of the Hoarder. Can be inserted in any jewelry sockets. 20% of killing an enemy to cause an explosion of gold. Gain 30% increased movement speed after 2 seconds after picking up gold. Yo. Okay, maybe... No, it had to be, oops, it had to be in a weapon. Four of 3. Oh, so close. So I've got this dude. I think I have one of those bros. No, I have 2 of these. I need one more. Bummer. Yeah. We'll socket materials again. That's fine. Oops. Sorry, Shen. I mean, I know it doesn't matter, but... What is at the end of my thing? That's odd. Yeah. Alright. Let's do some... I got 2 unspent core points. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. I think I've just been putting into... Yeah, I've just only been putting in the same place. Maximum Wrath. I was just going to fill out entire sections, but I think...
Someday, perhaps.
Yeah,
when
we'll
I'm
put
rich.
those 2 there. Oh, this is what I've been up for. Crit hit damage, chance, yeah. Just up the attack speed. Life, or armor resist. All about life. I'm all about life regeneration. Resource cost. Now I want to do like gold find. Nah, we're good. Area damage. Alright. Oh, you know what? That's what we'll do. We'll give it to her. There we go. That's way better than what she's been using. Fantastic. I love it. Okay. I really want to put that legendary gem.
This is well crafted.
3751. increase 7. Oof. Can be sorted to any jewelry with sockets? Oh, I wonder if it has to be a thing. Socketing. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so yeah, it has to be this one. Okay, what is this? 478 strength, 1000 resists. Oh my god, 6,500 life per second. This is 4,000 life per second plus life per kill versus more strength, crit 11 per skill. Oh, 111 experience and resource cost by 7%. I think I'll do this one. Yeah, I think that's how that's gonna work. That seems like it'll be pretty good. And then we're just gonna fucking... Oh, I love that I'm like dragging this giant thing behind me. And then we're just gonna salvage everything else. Because that's how that works. Repair all for funsies. Okay, Tower of the Damned. Kill Haxor. And then Cydia. And then Asmodan. Yeah, can work with that. Rewards 4 million XP rewards. I can work with that. Let's get a little something to drink too. Oh, your man's is thirsty. Alright. Let's go to Tower of the Damned. Let's kick some butt. Let's kick some names. Kick some butt, kick some ass. I don't even know. It's fucking late. Kill the enemies in the Tower of the Damned. 40 enemies? Okay. Can doozy. Can diddly do. Huddly doodly neighbor, you know? This whole Tower of the Damned with these giant creatures that are just pain monsters that she keeps alive to feed off. It's very BDSM. And I mean, I get that's like a thing, but I just love how nobody talks about it. Hey, level 30. Alright, alright. I have a massive bar track. That's cool, I guess. Paragon, Purpose Thunder, and Teleporter help them feel like you don't. Seriously, that is a lot of fucking adjectives. This thing called the wind. I got hit with the wind. So if I hit somebody with the wind, is that how that works? 22 or 40 enemies? Okay. I don't think that's probably the actual amount of enemies that are available in this level. I think it's just a level, a number, an arbitrary number. Phase. 20 seconds. Yeah, see, I already hit the 40 mark. Oh, hi, Axel. He's a with giant axe. He also has an axe for a face. Which is there. Okay. Oh. Paragon. 1 point? Sure. Alright, let's look at the map. Tower level 1. Tower of the Damned, Ariat Crater. Now, let's go Tower of Curse. Let's kill Cydia. And we'll kill Asmodan in a second, then go back, and then I think we're going to call it a night. Late. It is almost 1 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. every level of this game is just so much fucking It's so fun. Every act is utterly its own. And I'm way behind. I have just, like, in the last, 2 months, played through Act 5 for the very first time. I joined the party late on all this nonsense. So, seeing what, playing for the first time and, the fun Victorian era, going around the town and everything with Malthael was good. It was good. I enjoyed the shit out of that whole, just the whole feeling. All the new enemies that they made up. Oh, that is a lot of boys over there. There's a lot of boys. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. There's a lot more. That's okay. If I played on a harder difficulty, then it would be a thing. Let's go. Tower of the Coast. Tower of the Coast, level 1. Well, Cydia isn't until later, so... Movement speed and pickup radius? Okay, I can work with that. Such a long way to go. Kind of want to run past all of the fucking bad guys, but I physically can't. I have to push everything in my way. No one can live. Everyone must die. I don't know. Seriously, I've played this game hundreds of hours now. With how many times I've restarted with different characters. It doesn't get old. It's just so good every time. You can play the same character too forever, and it doesn't matter. People end up doing the hell out of so, new weapons, new things, new this, new that. It's good. I have no idea when they're going to come out with Diablo 4. And it's going to be difficult to stop. 3 is really good. I understand that it got a lot of hate because it was allegedly too colorful. And what kind of bullshit toxic masculinity nonsense are you stuck behind when you're mad at something for being too colorful? It's not like it's Nintendo colorful. It's not like it's fucking Mario Party or anything. There's still lots of... The guys have spikes and shit driven through them. This idea is like a weird sex spider. There's all kinds of nonsense in this that I'm like, this is still violent and brutal and dark and occultist and, shit, dude. If this were released in the 80s, this would be crazy satanic panic nonsense. Why the fuck is it a problem that it's too colorful? But, whatever. It's I guess that I get, sure it has its own whatever, but I don't think, what is the criticism of the gameplay? They've streamlined so many things. It's really, really fucking well done. And if this is even half of it's good, even half as good as it is on PC, what are we bitching about here? You know what I would love? I would love for them to figure out StarCraft 2 for PlayStation 4. I would love for that, because I am a slut for Warcraft 2, and then like discovered StarCraft and was like, I'm sorry, sci-fi Warcraft? What the fuck? Yeah. I love sci-fi anything. So then, like, look at that fucking BDSM beast. Look at that shit. He's got stuff in his eyes and his mouths and his things. He's totally like a gimp. Cydia is a hoe. Cydia is a fucking dominatrix. Nonsense. And I want to kill her. I'm gonna kill this bee. I have been dying to get a game of Mothership going, which, if y'all are not familiar with Mothership is a D100 tabletop RPG game. Oh man, it is everything that is right with...
Not ready yet.
Like...
Why are you hurting
No one...
me?
It's like Alien, the RPG game. And Alien, the original, like, 1979, the Ridley Scott, Sigourney Weaver...
I will enjoy playing with your core.
I think it is my... Oh, who are these guys? Oh yeah, killed the Zacharias champion. This is worth it. She's dead. Bam. Oh. Gary. Oh, here we go, yeah. Mothership is like Alien the RPG. Not directly, but like every sci-fi horror movie, it covers it. It covers all the tropes, all the wonderful little pieces of... Like, it's like Event Horizon, it's Alien, it's John Carter's Ghost of Mars. It's fucking so good. It is a horror, like a horror tabletop RPG game to the fucking max. It shows you how to build spaceships and everything, and I forget even why I'm just talking about that now, but I'm dying to play it just because of how good it is. And it hooked me initially because it was just like, somebody was like, hey, it's a really good sci-fi RPG. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I looked at it. And then I was like, I got like a, downloaded a couple page preview, or you get to see it on, drivethrurpg.com. And I just utterly like, are you kidding me? This is amazing. So yeah, I immediately bought the PDF, and one of these days I'm gonna get a hardcover copy of the book. But they're through Exalted Funeral, exaltedfuneral.com, the RPG publication service, and they're cool as shit too. But they're very often what am I trying to say? They have limited runs of Mothership, and they fucking run out so fast. So fast. They announce it, and they're like, and pre-orders are closed. And I'm like, I got the email this morning. How? So one of these days, the friggin' stars will align that I will have the money when I get the notification that hey, we're doing a new run of Mothership. So. Hey, Paragon. Yo, dude. I love that I have a little fucking phalanx of dudes. Hell yeah. Seriously, that's cool. Bye, guys. That was fun. Look at those dudes. Oh no. Here we go, Asmodan. Here we go. I'm gonna kill Asmodan. I'm gonna kill Asmodan. I'm gonna kill Asmodan. Cause he's a dirty boy.
Arrogant Nephilim, my servants will... Enough! The dark power of it. Arrogant Nephilim, my servants will feast on your pride. Enough!
Oh, he mad.
Dark power of it. Arrogant Nephilim, my...
I mean, I guess I am pretty arrogant. I mean, I killed you real quick there, buddy boy. Well, everybody dead. Nice. Nice. Toy.
I'm returning to town.
Just so casual. I'm returning to town. Hey, Tyrael.
Well done. Here is your reward.
All
You have
right.
finished all the bounties here, but more await you in other lands.
Okay. I love it. Banner customization. All right. So, Zone of Truth. Yeah. See, I've already done all these. West March. The High Heavens. Kill Sledge, the Hell Portraits. The Black King's Legacy. Yeah, see, 3. I've already done these, so I figure you have to, you have to do them in one sitting. You have to do all of them in one go. So, maybe one of these days I'll just do, a fucking 12-hour stream, and we will just plow through all of them. Like, a Sunday, and just 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. or something like that. All day, baby, all day. I would love that. Though, I'm sure you guys will get bored of me after a little while, so I'm just going to head over the High Heavens now. Hell Rift, Black King's Legacy, Khatun, Worm Sign, the Hell Porters. Ooh, and killed Diablo. Lower Realm of Cursed Fate. What are these? What the fucking nonsense is this shit? There we go. Wait, that's not where I wanted to go. Come on. World, High Heavens, Bastions Keep Stronghold. Raganath. Alright. Let's go there. And then... Oh yeah, I forgot. At the end of the act, you're still in Bastion's Keep.
Patience.
Alright, let's head back to town. $661. Oh, $949. No, we're good. Yeah, let's head back to town. Enter the Hell Rift and kill Sledge. Now, we're gonna... and repair everything, salvage everything else.
Not ready yet.
And then I think we're going to call it a little bit. Thanks, friends, for joining us on tonight's Diablo stream. We're going to be playing probably Diablo tomorrow night, and then back to some more Call of Duty World War II for some TDM. Alright, friends. See you on the next stream.